She's so persuasive, the marijuana.
Welcome to the She Shed Podcast, where women become unfiltered. I am one of the hosts, Jay Ocean.
I'm T Rose.
And today, y'all, we got a very, very special guest. You know what I'm saying? Very talented, very funny, so we don't know what we finna get out of that. We got Reck Mcgee!
Why the face, though?
So, Reck, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yes,
You're like one of our first,
Third.
He's our third guest.
I'm the
on
third.
show.
I am so appalled.
Hey, moms and them had to be first.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. They
then
get a pass. They get
Then
a
we
pass.
had Nadia.
They get a pass. They get a pass. Nadia, my dog. They get a pass.
Yeah, so if y'all don't know, Ray, go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself so that way, you know, they can get the gist of what we dealing with here.
Well, I'm 29, going on 30. The next year I'm gonna be 31.
Okay.
But now, I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper, of course. I'm a music artist. I don't like to call myself a rapper more so because I really like take my art very serious. I like to paint a picture in my music so when people listen to my music, they can visualize it. I'm also a part of Ideas Promise Foundation, which is a foundation that helps stop gun violence against young children. I do a little bit of everything, you feel me? Future realtor, everything. I just like to dibble and dab at everything, but my main focus is music.
Period.
Nice.
For sure. Well, speaking of her deals, we just recently this weekend went to her event, and some of my dancers, we danced for her. It was amazing to see this, like a free event with a lot of sponsorship, and they had bouncy houses, all types of things. So make sure y'all catch the next one next summer. They do it every year, right?
Every year.
Every year.
First Saturday of June.
Yep, at Hadia Pendleton Park.
Yep.
Period.
And it was lovely.
It was.
Love the fellowship. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. So,
You
and it's
were
free,
so-
so make sure y'all bring the kids and stuff out next time.
Yes, it's free. I don't get why people just don't want to come out when it's free. It's free food, free horseback ride. We didn't have it this year because dude had a little mishap and everything. Free bouncy house. It's so much free food. It's free everything. That's why I don't be getting when people be like, I think about coming. I said, you want to get your kid outside,
Yeah.
and you don't want to spend no money.
Yeah.
You don't gotta fit this all one punch. Everything that you do, take them to the park, feed them, let them go home, let them have their fun.
Well, first of all, a lot of people might not know who Hadia is, so if you want to go ahead and get them a little bit of background on who she was and what she's done, because Chicago might know, but for people watching who may not know, maybe you can get them a breakdown of who she is and what she accomplished.
I'm starting to realize a lot of people didn't know who she was, even though it was national.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, like the younger generation, like the 2000 babies and everything, look. You know, I'm getting old. I'm starting to hate teenagers. But
we at that age.
we at that age. I understand why people used to hate me now. Get up to McDonald's. I'm like, I get it now. But Hadia Pendleton was a little girl that went to King. She was a sophomore when she died, 15, going on 16 that year, and she had a final that day. It was January 29th, 2013. She had a final that day. She ended up leaving. It was raining outside. She went to the park with a couple of friends because it was pouring down real bad. Mm-hmm. And a dude shot into the crowd, thought that the kids were a part of a rival gang. So they started shooting into the crowd. That's when she ended up getting hit, and then she ended up dying that day. And it was very national because 2 weeks prior, she was just dancing at Obama's inauguration with her majorettes. So it was really major. So the funeral was major. It was really national news. I couldn't get away from a year. And of course that was my little cousin, but I don't tell a lot of people that was my little cousin because it's I think people want to use certain death as a pod. You feel me? If I know people oh yeah, Trayvon Martin was my cousin, or Eric Gardner was my cousin. You feel me? And a lot of people be scared to even say it because you know how the world is nowadays. Society, they be looking at oh, you just trying to get famous off somebody else's name. No. This was actually the person I actually see every single weekend. The same person that Christmas together, Thanksgiving together, literally the same grandparents, everything. This is my first cousin. So a lot of people would know, a lot of people wouldn't. They'll ask me questions about my hand tattoo and everything. So it's she was very a very close person to me. She was like a little sister. So every year we do honor her birthday, Party for Peace at Hadia Pendleton's Park, and she also has her own garden outside the White House.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
that's
lovely.
dope.
So
I would have never do that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. It's and there's some more things coming up, but of course I can't say it.
Yeah.
They don't want me to say it, but it's a lot of major things coming up. But every year we do Party for Peace, and we've been doing it now for about, I'll say, She died 12 years ago, so it'll be like 11, 12 years. We'll celebrate her birthday every year because this year she would have been 27.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, we also got Father's Day coming up, and you're a new father.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. You feel me? I've been father for like 40 years. No, I'm kidding. But,
To celebrate Father's Day,
Yes.
how would you describe fatherhood for the people out there that's new fathers or want to be fathers down the line? Like, what's some advice you would give?
the first advice I would say is, if you're not, as a man, if you're not mentally mature to have a child, don't do it.
Okay.
Because a lot of men just be trying to have a baby because the babies look so cute, or they try to trap a girl or this and that. It's a lot of things that could come behind that. So you really got to be careful for if you're mature, choosing your partner, everything, like partner, wife, whatever you want to call it at the time. Feel me? But I would say a lot of men, please make sure you are mature and ready to at least have that child, because if you are not mature enough, that child will pick up on your habits a lot. Because I think a lot of people don't be noticing, like, you do have a lot of young mothers now, a lot of young mothers. So like when I look at certain 16, 15-year-olds, they mothers like close to my age,
Right.
Yes.
and I ain't even 30 yet. Like, so I'm like,
real.
Yeah.
and you can tell like that a little bit of the maturity that their mother had or father had. I can't just say mother.
Yeah.
It was like brought into them. But me personally, I really love it. I really love my daughter and everything. You feel me? I have a daughter, and I don't know how it feels to have a son, so that's a different topic for a different day. When I decide to have a son, you feel me? But other than that, I really do love my daughter. It's like, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. You feel me?
Nice.
Like, when I say you got to be very mature, because you talk about the long nights, the feedings, the figuring out everything, like money wise, like, and like figuring out this whole new person and raising this person as it grows. Like, this is your responsibility. Nothing else your responsibility. This is your main responsibility, because anything can happen in a flash.
I like that. That's some good advice. That's some good advice. So, speaking of family dynamics, y'all know that Kobe Bryant, passed away 5 years ago. And it's been trending that his wife is pregnant.
Allegedly.
But a lot of people are like really giving her backlash, saying she should have waited. She didn't really love him. She just lost her daughter because she lost her daughter and Kobe. It's a different thing, And they're like, well, she should have waited. She didn't even get married. She just pregnant. Like, what's y'all thought process on that? Like, do y'all think that, she waited a decent amount of time? Or do you feel like, maybe she should have got married first before? Like, what's the judgment on her part that makes her such a bad person?
I can see your thought on your face. So I'm gonna just speak real quick. I think 5 years is a good, reasonable thing, because grief comes in all shapes and forms. We don't know what their relationship was prior.
Right.
Just because they were in the limelight, they were painted as this beautiful couple. No offense to them.
Right.
But he has gone to be with God, whatever your religion may be, and her daughter.
Yeah.
Her grief could have surpassed the healing portion, and she's probably ready. Maybe she doesn't want to be married again. Maybe she doesn't want to go through that phase of having to lose somebody and be married and tied to them, and you don't know what that person may be wanting from you, because you got money, you got lawsuits out there, so it's like you kind of don't know. But she grown as hell. You have the right to move on. And it's 5 years. So when you break up with somebody, God forbid you break up with somebody, think about this, and you guys can put it in the comments. If you broke up with somebody in 5 years and you get ready to move on, you gonna be thinking about who you just broke up with? Or you just gonna move on when you're ready to?
That's true.
So, yeah, that's how I feel.
Rick, what's your thought process? Because I see you already over here. Your gears is grinding.
I got a couple things. Number one, she already posted she ain't pregnant for real. I think it was just a rumor. But she already posted, like, she was making fun of she's not pregnant for real. That's why I was like,
what did people see that made her?
That's what I'm still trying to figure out. Because she kept posting, like, constantly. I'm like, okay, she's not pregnant for real. Whew. But,
I mean, a girl can post an old picture and be like, I ain't pregnant.
That's what I'm saying. So we'll find out in the next 9 months. So, and I mean, Kobe was a cheater too. That's how he ended up getting her back. You feel me? That big old diamond ring. You feel me? But at the same time, like you said, like, you feel me? And like, even though Kobe wasn't the type of guy to like be out and cheating like everybody else and everything, like over sloppy with it. He was more conservative with it. You feel me?
Made a girl sign an NDA type vibe.
Yeah, like you know how the guys like they'll go out to a club, man. We're
typical
basketball players. Let's go do that, man. Like Kobe wasn't like that. They'd be like, hey, I got a bunch of girls at the crib. No, I'm finna go to the gym. He'll go to the gym, but at the same time he'll probably have a girl slide in. You feel me? But you feel me? But he ain't doing it over openly like them.
Oh,
like,
so he professionally cheated, is what we're saying.
yeah, basically. Like he wasn't. He like you know these
He
NBA
did a
players.
woman cheat.
Yeah, like you know how most of these athletes be like
I'm
thinking
just
like,
kidding, no.
which is true. But
Wait, what?
but
What is true? What you just say?
how a woman cheat? Yeah.
Because
Women don't cheat.
yeah, women don't cheat.
We don't cheat.
What? Okay. That's why I love Tyler Perry movies right now. Tyler Perry displays all that. Temptation.
What Tyler Perry
Temptation.
movie?
Temptation. I'm gonna start off right there. Temptation. Temptation.
Ain't that the one she was like, "Are you doing the bending?"
No.
No.
That's for Color Girl. But no, Tyler Perry do got a bunch of, even in his plays, in Medea plays, you smell like kente oil. Why you smell like kente oil?
Oh,
I don't know none of that.
I don't remember that play. I think it was.
Hell no.
It wasn't Class Reunion. It was I know it was the one with the light skinned dude. She had a lot of those. But no, if you look up a lot of Tyler Perry, a lot of them women were cheating. Even in Class Reunion, a lot of women were cheating.
But I think like more of his stuff. And sorry to go off topic.
Right, because we definitely got to talk about Straw. You seen Straw?
No,
Oh,
that's not my cup of tea.
We can't spoil it then. Oh, you don't plan on watching it?
When I saw certain clips, I was like, okay, this makes a lot of sense now. I know what type of movie this is.
Mm-hmm.
but it's a
This
twister. It's a twist to it.
Yeah, but you know, this is the kind of thing. Trust me, I seen the ending.
Okay.
I seen the ending. That's how I like, and I saw some clips, and I'm like, it makes a lot of sense. This movie is really what I thought it would be. This is John Q for women.
Why is everybody? TikTok has literally said this movie remind them of John Q, but just reverse it in a woman. Because John Q, I don't know. You have to watch
I don't know
Denzel
if I've
Washington.
seen that movie.
It's with
Denzel Washington.
It's a very good movie.
Yeah, it's a one and done movie.
I'm just tired of Tyler Perry.
He bashed women too much.
I'm tired of him making struggle movies for us.
That's
we don't need no more of those.
I think the reason why he does that because, and he said in an interview, which is crazy. I just watched that because I thought the same thing. I'm like, wow, these movies these movies are kind of like making us look bad.
Like, why?
I said, but he said basically, yeah, I will give you the joyful movies of all the black women. He said, but I will show him superpowers and everything. He does have movies that show women superpowers. A lot of black women superpowers. Okay,
struggle.
Hold on. That's another movie that he had where the woman got caught cheating. The Family That Prays. Y'all remember that one?
No,
Your
I
son
haven't
is-
watched
These
it.
are all unpopular ass Tyler Perry movies.
No,
that
it's
we don't
not.
know of.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I've
Because that's
never
what Sanaa
watched it.
Langton. That's
No.
what this was. And wait,
Well, she probably in it. I just ain't seen it.
y'all gotta see it. Look, y'all missing all the movies with the women cheating, huh? Look, typical. So,
Oh,
but back to Kobe. Okay, no. Okay, back to Tyler Perry first.
Yes.
He basically said he just wanted to show all forms of women different, like what they be overcoming. That's why he makes the struggle movie. But at the same time, like y'all might disagree with it. I don't agree or disagree. I just look at it like, okay, I get it. I see why you do it. I said, but at least make something. What can you make something out of a basketball player or something? Like, you feel me?
Just something better because, like I said, he showed us in all different forms of struggle. Whether it's financial, whether it's with a man, whether it's the man abused.
It
whether
wasn't
it's-
been me, Charles.
Whether it's single motherhood, like just a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, when are you going to make a real movie that doesn't require all of that?
Meet the
Why
Bones.
do you always have to meet us where we struggle and inflict a certain kind of emotion on black women? Like when I was watching Straw, I was just like getting mad because there's people who deal with this stuff every day, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's cool, but it's messed up. And then turn it into her just trying to get $521 for her kids. What she was paying?
lunch and medicine.
and bills to pay the rent. To her getting killed and her being a robbery and her shooting and killing people. It was just too much.
John Q.
Like,
John Q.
I gotta see John Q because
Somebody is going to see my son. Like, that's literally John Q. The whole structure.
wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was not. It was. Some people called it. I was crying and I was doing all these emotions. To me, on the other hand, I was just like you said, it was another Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah, Tyler Perry just a John Singleton for women.
But ain't gay?
Tyler Perry?
I'm not.
We don't know, but he has a
Allegedly.
son.
Allegedly. We're gonna keep using this
I
allegedly.
ain't just at the Beyonce concert shit. Probably don't know. It's his sexuality.
Jackie, how are we feeling on the Kobe Bryant and his wife? Is it Vanessa?
Vanessa? Yeah, Vanessa.
Yeah, Vanessa.
I mean, we just found out it might not be true, but I just feel like, you know, she gave enough time. 5 years. I think the emotional part is people thinking that, you know, she's trying to replace her daughter with a new baby.
That's
But
wild.
she
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
because her daughter was older and she has younger kids still.
And
Yeah,
she still
I mean,
has
her
an
daughter
older.
was a teenager.
And then she has a kid, another kid that's
She
older
has
than
multiple
Gigi.
kids.
Yeah.
Oh, well, see.
Because when Kobe died, they just had a baby a couple of maybe not even
It
1 or
was-
2 years prior to
Yeah.
But I
that.
feel like it was mostly men.
then they got their
bashing her.
oldest.
Man was saying like, "How dare you just go out here and have another man's baby? We would have respected you more if you got married with the dude or whatever. You wouldn't have just slept with some man and got pregnant out of nowhere.
How
Now
do
you."
we know? Like I hate
I think
people
men
in
just
their
need to shut up
comments.
sometime. I ain't gonna lie. Some men do need to shut up sometime.
Boy, y'all be on 10.
Don't say y'all. I have my
Men be
input on certain
10.
things, and then you just look at it like, I know like 5 niggas that do the same thing you do.
I mean, because if it was a reverse and Kobe went to go get another and start dating some girl and got her pregnant, wouldn't nobody say nothing.
No, they would. They would.
And his wife,
They still
kid
would.
died.
Like they just want you to be lonely forever. It's crazy.
I mean, most of these men or women don't even wait that long after a breakup.
Okay,
That's
so
what I'm saying.
ooh, let's pivot right there. Okay. Question, y'all. So, how long should a person date or
Wait to date.
court or wait to date or start talking about marriage and like things like that? Like
Like you talking about after a breakup?
Like no, just like
When you're dating somebody.
how long should
Should
you
you
wait to date after
Oh, the breakup.
being married and your significant other passed on? Like,
Oh.
what is a wait process? Like, what does that look like for someone?
Just depends on the person. How you grieve. How you heal. Just your healing time and your grief. Because we don't be knowing, like, I learned not too long ago, a couple years ago. Not even just a couple years ago, because a couple means two. I learned this when I was a teenager. When a woman checked out, she probably checked out 2 years prior.
Message.
It hit somebody in the back.
So
Did you hear him?
either
Did
way
you
it
hear
goes,
him?
like, you feel me? Oh, she's still healing. No, she already healed. She's just ready for him to leave.
And I wouldn't say per se a woman's waiting for the man to leave. I think we will tolerate a lot more than what a man would. A man will literally be like, I'm done. I'm walking away today, right now.
A man or a woman?
A man.
Man, because we ain't tolerating
Because a
that.
woman will tolerate a lot more. They will try to work with that person to see how long can they see how I'm feeling. Is that my mode or my mood gonna change his efforts to kind of win me back, or or sometimes we use it as a threat. Like I'm kind of like ready to check out. I got 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
You think men do that too?
No.
I feel like it's the reverse. Men are a little bit
That's
more.
why I asked, do you think?
I feel like men are a little bit more
They already be gonna cheat.
acceptable of stuff. They less likely to leave you than women are to leave them.
It just depends.
Like you said, it depends on the situation, but men tolerate a lot of shit. They will tolerate. They won't walk away.
Because the one thing about
They
men,
won't.
because the one thing about me, I think I had this talk with my coworker. Men, y'all might burn me for this. I promise y'all might burn me for this.
You got to break bro code real quick. Let's hear it.
Let me hear this.
I'm ready.
That's
to
not
hear
even breaking bro code. Every man thinks this. The one thing, let's say it's a marriage, right? The only focus of this whole relationship is a woman's happiness. Nothing else. That's literally what we was taught. That's literally the experience we had.
True.
And that's literally what we still currently go through. It just
Happy
depends on
wife,
the
happy
person.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we can be unhappy, unappreciated, and all that. You feel me? Fall in love and still try to learn to get back in it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, like our whole goal is centered around the woman we're dating and the kids we're taking care of. Nothing else.
Mm.
So it's like it's kind of crazy because it's like we love so hard unconditionally. When they say a man really love you, he really does, and you will know it. But do you care? 9 times out of 10, we don't know because y'all can have like a list of 18,000 things that he does good, and you got them 4 things that he don't do good.
Mm-hmm.
Now them 4 things you're waiting out on because that's not satisfying you and making you happy. So now you're not happy, but he's doing everything under the sun a typical man wouldn't do, and you'll be like, oh no, I can't take this. My happiness worth more. Man, we sacrifice our happiness.
Why do y'all think that?
Women sacrifice their happiness. Do you understand 90% of women, like, will sacrifice their happiness for their man? Literally, they put their lives on pause. I've seen so many women, and it's not in the sense of just marriage. I'm talking about dating a man, putting their life on pause.
Crazy? Yeah. It's always the wrong man.
But it don't.
It's always the wrong man.
It is like y'all date the wrong man, then y'all finally get the good man. It's like, damn. Okay, my bad. Because it's like I ain't saying it's all women. You feel me? But most women that I've noticed, you feel me? Even growing up in a household full of women, y'all look at the world as a chess match because y'all trust y'all feelings more than y'all trust the next person.
I mean.
Because, like, y'all think a person might hurt you.
Right and wrong, I would say.
Yeah, because y'all think a person might hurt y'all. That automatically going with that mindset. Okay, I gotta watch this nigga.
Women are emotional, men are logical, and I've learned that over just my dating career and just being a woman and being.
You said career like it's a job.
But
you dating career.
Yeah, you said dating career. I'm like, it's a job.
I had 3 boyfriends. Okay, 3. And I've learned them. You know, you learn them as a person. You know, hey, he's a logical person. He's not gonna move on Now, have I met emotional guys? Yes, and I'm talking about they are like a girl. It's like dating a girl all over.
Yes.
So us women prefer to have a logical man, and a man would prefer an emotional woman. Because if I was logical just as well as you are, it ain't gonna work. Because we always is gonna be somewhat of a button of a head because. 2 logical people is just like, damn, okay. Like, you ain't got no emotions. You ain't got nothing to say back.
Yes.
You nonchalant. I'm nonchalant. Like,
but then they act like they don't want the woman to be emotional like that.
No.
It's a certain extent.
That's why I say it's a certain extent because I promise you, you got the women that be so overly emotional. You just be like, oh girl, please not. Okay, now this is you just picking. You feel me? Mm-hmm. It's like we want the emotion. You feel me? We want the femininity, but we don't want that extra toxicness. That you feel me? Everybody's a little toxic, but the extra, like you just be like, okay, and you just look. We just look at you like, so you're mad because of this? Mm-hmm. Why?
Okay, wait. I get you, but I want to step back because you had said the man's goal is only to make us happy because that's what y'all was taught, to just always make the woman happy. But where's the fulfillment that you guys? Well, like, how do you open that door for fulfillment for yourself?
For us?
In the midst of you trying to make your family happy, or the girl happy, or wife happy, or whatever. Like, how do you find your outlet? What's the outlet for that?
Oh, that's easy. Like y'all can see that on TV with men. We play a game, go out with the guys and go drink. We play golf, watch football. Like that's our time away from y'all to find this is my peace, my happiness. Y'all leave me alone. I did what I had to do, which is crazy because I remember a girl told me, she like, yeah, you make it seem like it's a chore list. It's not a chore list. I love doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem doing it. I said, of course I like that you give me my me time. I said, but if I'm confused on something that you're telling me, you can't get mad at that because, like, no matter how many years we date or talk to each other, be around each other, doesn't matter. People change. I'm still learning you within along the way.
Yeah.
So, and then on top of that, I'm still learning certain things. Like, you can have a different communication tomorrow. You can have a different emotion tomorrow. Just like I can have the same thing. Like, you don't know what tomorrow brings us. You don't know what the next 30 minutes bring us.
This is true. I feel like people should check in with their partner every 3 to 6 months.
Not even.
To see what stage they're at and what their mind is at.
I think I say 30 days because
30 days.
Yeah, honestly,
it changes so fast.
It changes so fast because in that 30-day window, I have probably missed so much of us just on our everyday day-to-day shit. So why not check in every month? You check your bills every month. You check your bank account daily. So why I'm not checking on my man every 30 days and say, hey, babe,
Yeah.
Mentally, where are you sitting at? Like, how's work going? Like, is this something maybe in the next 90 days we need to start thinking about pivoting? Like, or is your family, things are changing quicker than you think. You saying 3 months, 3 months then gone by. I'm mentally miserable, but I can't bring that to you because I didn't let 3 months bypass. And how can I solve something that happened a month, 2 months ago that we 3 months already in and I'm miserable?
Yep.
So 30 days, at least we can backtrack 30 days. We can figure out what went wrong, what happened, where did it happen, was it a trigger? Okay, now let's make sure the next month, in the next 30 days, hey, we following up, we touching bases. Okay, hey, we getting to that mid of the month. How we feeling? We grinding.
So what you taking it as like a check-in to be like, hey, are we happy with each other?
Yeah,
you don't ask that question.
Yeah.
That just sounds like you just picking almost like we're in therapy. You could just be like, and it could be an everyday question like, hey, babe, not that, hey, how was work? That gets, because I'm going to tell you work was good regardless.
Yeah, it gets tossed around. Work is work.
Yeah. So it could be like, hey, tell me about it. Tell me about what went on at the job today. Was such and such being rude to you today? Like how you was,
But see, you talking about that. I'm talking about in a relationship.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but
like actual relationship.
Yeah.
Y'all as a partner checking in every 3 to 6 months to see where that person is at mentally. Like as far as like, hey, how you think we going so far? Like, or what have you noticed in the last 90 days about yourself that you want to change, or where because everybody, like especially women, we always have we go through different stages in our lives.
Same thing.
Yes.
That could be a conversation every 30 days because my emotions are different every day. I go through a period once a month. I know when I'm about to get on my period. A week prior to my period, I am miserable.
And your man should know when your period is. I promise you.
They often do if they've been with you for a long time.
Yeah. And then it's just like...
They should know in the first 2 months.
Dang.
No, because it's like, you should know your woman body. If you like this girl, you should know this girl body.
I mean,
You should know her body. You should know her mannerisms. Like, you feel me? I mean, because I'm an observer. Like, you feel me? I told my girl, I said, I don't have to tell you what I observe. I'm observing it.
I'm observing it.
I said, because I'm the one that told you was pregnant. You feel me? Like, even because I learned that from my mom and my sister. It's like, I had to, like, I didn't know what periods was at first.
I would hope not.
I think a lot of people don't be knowing what it is.
You feel me? By group around women. So it's like, in that household, it's like, you trying to figure out certain things of why the hell is she mad? Why the hell is you so goddamn mad? I did my homework. You feel me? I did my homework. I took out the trash. What the hell did you come into my room mad for?
And you're like, something wrong.
Yeah, so when I got older and I started learning more about periods, and then I got old, even more older, and I started understanding that when girls be around each other for so long, their periods synchronize.
Yep.
I did not know that. That is some Dragon Ball Z shit.
Not Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's some fusion shit. Like, what? Like you ain't finna get with a nigga. Like, niggas ain't finna be around each other, be around at the same time. You feel me? We just wake up in the morning, both our dicks on hard. No, what the fuck, no.
No, y'all might not know, but y'all might be on the same schedule with that, too.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
sense.
sense.
Just because men don't have them conversations, you don't be like, damn, bro, did your dick get hot at 8 a.m.?
No, it's not gonna happen. So,
hey, did you get that?
Did you get that morning wood at 7:45? I did. Like, dudes don't talk like that. So,
like, if your man don't know about your period,
we be like,
he don't know when you sick.
Coming. And they be like, damn, mine, don't say that because mine coming tomorrow too. Like,
I can tell you now, everybody at my job, we all
synchronized.
Really?
Born, bam. Like,
but you gotta have a connection in some type of way. Like, I'm not gonna have the same period as somebody I just hang out with like once a month.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, a man should know within a month or 2 months.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Man should know. That's your man. Like, oh yeah.
But
like,
I do think
because we'll look at the. Oh, show I'm gonna forget a period. Okay, cool.
They talk about I'm preparing.
Like, I knew my mom must have
in that case, have the motherfucking snacks ready and be ready to rub some feet something.
Hell no, fuck them. I'm gonna play the game. That's my mom and my sister. Fuck them. I'm about to go play the game now.
I'm talking about your girl.
That's different. You feel me?
Find out what she likes because she's about to go through some things for the next week, and you just gotta.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, the man gotta know your girl. Just gotta know.
And that's what I say. With a man, every month, and it may be different for each relationship. I would say 30 days in a relationship, just because things are moving fast. Everyday life bypasses. Most of the time, we only spend 6 good hours with our significant other if we honestly thinking, because we spent 10 8 to 10 hours of our day at work.
Yep.
An hour, 2 hours of us driving or commuting. 8 hours at the job site. By the time we get home, we gotta unwind. Everybody got that little hour window of
Not
sitting in
Jody.
a car, strolling
See,
on
not
their phone.
Jody.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a guy that don't work a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause you got to think about that too. Like, what if
Yeah.
this man is a good man but he don't got no job?
Well, he got his things too, cause every Jody ain't at home, baby.
You right?
'Cause
Yeah,
Jody
peanut house.
Jody wasn't
Jody
at
was selling
home.
them $40 outfits.
Bro.
Okay,
So-
he been busy.
I got the dress for you next week, baby.
But yeah, I say every 30 days, 45 days, just like a job. You get a 90-day period. I don't even think 90 days. 90 days is too far fetched because too much didn't slip by.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So this is another topic, just way off because I'm so tired of seeing it. Hoe culture. Okay, we gotta get into the hoe culture.
Oh
okay?
man, I was ready for
I
this.
seen me and my significant other, we was going to the restaurant, right? And we saw a little girl walking down the street with her mom. Mom's booty cheeks out. When I say out, it was so out to the point she kept on trying to pull the wedgies out of her butt because it was so out. Like we saw the full leg tattoo, she had a booty tattoo. We seen it all, and I'm just like, man, she's walking with her daughter.
How
This is
did
not
her daughter-
what kind of example is she setting for her? You know, daughter fully dressed. It's hot outside. The daughter got on long sleeve shirt and some leggings.
She embarrassed.
Mom is out here booty naked.
The dude out here hot.
So how do y'all feel like hoe culture is branching our generation today, but also like influencing our kids because you see it everywhere. You know, with the rappers,
Social media.
with the way the outfits are made now, the BBLs, all this stuff. So it's the encouragement that I'm like, how do y'all feel about like hoe culture and like how do you feel like in your household or with your kids in the future? How would you guys separate that or teach them? Like you got a daughter, them outfits is changing now.
And the baby clothes are changing.
They even giving babies crop tops and stuff. So like, what's your thought? We're gonna ask you first, but what's your thought process on hoe culture?
Man, I
Because
got
y'all
so many
men like some of
pinpoints.
that stuff too.
I'm gonna pinpoint that right now. There's a lot of pinpoints on that. I'm gonna start this off right. This is saying it's the man's fault because if y'all really think about it, you feel me? Women, it's a big handful of women that want attention from a man.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Or want that love from a man or that type of man to be a provider.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And most of the men spend money on women that look like shit that they see on TV. So that's why they get their bodies done and everything. You feel me? Just like, you feel me? Men get fly as hell just for women. You feel me? Like, women do that shit for themselves because of the men. Like, whole culture came because of men. Like, if you even look back to the old days, you feel me? They want to steal a bit of leg and skin and everything. Like, y'all entertaining the men. Y'all doing whatever to entertain these motherfucking men. You feel me? Men started this whole culture. We literally blew that shit up because we like looking at hoes. Like, you feel me? Like, that's what we like. Like, even the strip club, you feel me? Strip club, Freakniks, you feel me? Uncle Luke. Like, it's so much whole culture that started because of men.
So you
So
feel like
now
it's influence?
yeah, and it's not even just them, like, brought it out. Then you got the fathers that's not in the woman's life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you look at the whole culture down, every single thing that you think about, men. You feel me? So when you say something about, that's why I was scared about my daughter in this culture, but I had to think about something. I'm a present father. I ain't got to worry about that shit because I'm going to be the father that teach her right from wrong and everything. She's going to have a head on the swivel. And like I said, the girl that I had the baby with, she don't even dress like that. She don't dress like that. She don't have social media. She be about her money. She feel me? She's very God-fearing and everything. So I know who I popped off. I don't know about these other niggas. They mad at their baby mama. I was like, of course, because y'all was so thirsty to pop off the girl who either got good pussy or she made you feel this type of way at that time, but not knowing if this the right person you want to raise your baby with. Because what if something happened to me? She's gonna, at least I know for a fact, she's gonna make sure that whole culture don't come with her.
Yeah, I mean, but you can't control what they experience outside of their families. Because I know people who come from great families, but their whole culture just be calling their name.
They do.
They
And
trying to be the next Vixen or the next.
That's why I'm happy that not express, but like show my point. I get my point across through movies. There's so many movies I can go to. It's like, okay, You see this movie right here? You see how she dressing? That can happen to you. Let's go to the next movie. You see how she
That
dressing?
can happen to you.
My mama used to scare us with these movies that came on Lifetime.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Like, it was like movies about all types of craziness. I don't know. It was like early 2000. It was about like sex and rape. And it was like my mom scared us. Like, I'm talking about,
Like,
I was
you got
under
to.
the age of 18 scaring me.
Yeah. I mean, but that's cool, but like, you know, a woman fully clothed can be raped.
They can.
She can be mind her damn business in a fitness outfit and
Yeah.
get raped. She can be the most modest motherfucker you met.
As long as you ain't getting no
You
Hoe
know,
Culture.
but I'm just saying, like, even like, you can't find decent clothes now. They
No,
fit you.
you can't.
And now girls are just saying, forget it. And they just wearing skirts. The skirt is
Just
here.
cover.
The whole booty cheeks out at the bottom. Like, nothing would make me feel more uncomfortable than stepping out half naked. Now, mind you, I'm a dancer. So certain shit we wear to practice. We wear it to classes. But you're not about to catch me wearing that shit outside. Like, it's just...
I'm tired.
It's too much.
My mama beat me down. I'm in my 30s. My mama, my daddy, my grandma, bless y'all souls, y'all beat me down to this day.
Well, TT's a very modest person in general. Just showing the arm, like, this little slit might just be too much for her. You know
So that's why I'm sitting the way I'm sitting.
So, you know, it just really depends on the person, but it's in the music. They're watching more successful women that dress like that. So they're like, oh, if I dress like that, then I'm going to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
If I dress like that, I'm going to get the baller. I'm not have to work so hard. So when a lot of women are, if I do these porns or these OnlyFans, then I'm, you know, so I feel like, what can we do? Because we know now we're the new older people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can we do? I mean, a man can, I feel like if all men started just, like, down in that, like, ugh. Girl,
That's
put
not
some
gonna happen,
clothes
though.
on. Like, or nobody's talking to her or paying no attention, but they paying attention to the girl who's fully dressed. Or the girl who's dressed very nicely and modestly, then a lot of women will start changing their image.
I think when you see a woman that dresses modestly, I get teased all the time about how modest I dress, but I have never heard
She
of
like she dressed like a
guy.
nun.
She still be slaying down though.
She act
Yes,
like she dressed
I've
like
never
a nun.
had like someone tell me like it did not suit me. Like, I can still show some curves, but I would prefer to cover everything up, and I would still look good in something. I think that's what a sex appeal is. I want you to still have some type of vision of what may be under what I got.
Yeah.
Me seeing it down the street, baby, what secret do you have on anymore? It was Victoria's Secret for a reason, because it was a secret.
Now you got it
Yeah,
out. I
it
see
was.
what you wearing.
It was a man.
You know,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be a secret for a reason.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think it's cute. Every time I see it, I am a very judgmental person with my eyes, my face expression. I
She
don't
is.
care. I
She
will
really
look
is.
you down and be like,
But see, that's not the looks they want. They don't care about the girls looking at it. They think you a hater. It's the men's perspective. If a man, if she walked past and a man was like, hey, baby, pull your shorts down. I don't want to see all that. Like, when everybody started saying stuff like that, women would dress different.
but we do it to men.
But, yeah.
I hear grown men screaming, pull your pants up. Women, pull your pants up, young man.
Yeah.
Don't walk in my store with that tank
And it's
top on.
crazy, just like,
But that's our older.
because women
it's
used to
always older
love
people.
sagging niggas.
But then it's like,
That's crazy.
when I start to see, like, dang near the bottom of your boxes,
Yeah, they
baby,
started
just
getting
take your
exclusive.
pants off.
Y'all started getting exclusive with that. This shit was too
And
No,
then
I
it was
never
like, I
did
just
that.
saw all the graphics on your boxes.
Well, I can see your booty.
Like,
Why you got graphic on his box? How old is he?
So I think it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's becoming a trend. You know, they got something called, what is it? Thug Maxing and all this stuff. I feel like Hoe Maxing is a thing too, because some of them girls be the sweetest girls you ever meet, and so they be confused when stuff happened to them. But baby,
You brought this attention on yourself.
you just wanted to dress like the trend, so you didn't know what you was getting yourself into. You know, and so then a man disrespect you, ready to fight. But also, women also have that thought process like, I should be able to wear whatever I want. That shouldn't determine my personality. That shouldn't determine the way you look at me. You shouldn't be looking at me in that way anyway. You know what I'm
but
saying?
you're a sex sale. So, and one thing I used to learn when I was in marketing is sex sales. So people that do certain things in a video, they're trying to get their video out to catch an audience to
Right.
keep watching their video. You're not selling sex. You're not a woman that's doing anything to sell anything.
Yeah.
So you're not trying, you shouldn't be wanting to portray yourself as if you're on the sales rack.
But they don't think of it like that. Again, it's just a look. They want the most likes. They want to go viral. They want to do a lot of things.
Yeah,
so,
shake ass and shit. That should be crazy.
Yes.
Anyone,
Like prostitution at an all-time high right now. No pimps.
It is.
Only
you don't even
fans.
need a pimp.
That's what I'm saying.
Got you
Got
you covered.
gonna pimp you out, baby.
No
They
pimps,
got
all
you covered.
prostitutes.
Gonna make sure you get every dollar you get, as long as they get their little
And it
interest.
was so
And niggas be
crazy
creeps.
when you was in high school. Like just thinking back to like 20. I graduated 2012. I
2011.
remember it was like the scariest thing to wear certain things to school. Like certain things was just not okay. Like you would get teased about certain things. Like, girl, your mama let you come out the house. Your mama a hoe just as well as like it used to be
Yeah,
that.
you looked down upon, but
Yeah.
Because
That's
you would
crazy.
never catch the girl on the block wearing something that was short and I could see everything. I'm just thinking back to growing up. You got called out the name that you trying to portray now.
yeah,
And but also, we've talked about this before. Kids raising kids.
Pretty much, yeah. Because in my high school, in that era, my high school years, they was trying to dress like Chief Keef.
boy.
They had on Pally's, Tim's.
Actually, they was just like Soulja Boy at the
Hello,
time.
we was
Yeah.
on some crank that soldier boy.
Nah, they was on some Chief Keef shit.
You a jerk. You know the double. We was wearing more layers than we should. Goddamn it, we was
That's what I'm saying,
you
like-
had
two
color-
polos stacked. Okay, you had to.
you had the colorful leggings on, plus the jeans, plus the
we was
socks.
extra covered. Okay.
Because I ain't see any of them girls in dresses until like senior year.
Yeah.
You really didn't see nobody till they went to prom. Then
Baby.
you was like, oh, you look so good.
I did not
That's
say
what
no
you look
shit
in
like
a
that.
dress. Cause girl, you be wearing 3 layers.
Oh,
of
I'm
clothes.
sorry. Did you have a bad class?
No, I went on
Oh.
5 proms.
Oh, okay, popular.
All right,
No.
prom king. What you talking about?
I ain't no prom queen. I ain't no prom king. You feel me? You feel me? It just felt like I was a good date.
Hot commodity.
It just felt like I was a good date. That's all.
Well, speaking of hot commodity, we gotta get into this celebrity news, okay? Y'all know we always gotta touch base on these celebrities. I know you was talking about Cardi B being a goat or whatever. Was she a Libra?
Yeah, shut up.
Mhm.
You know, we all goats.
Yeah. So, Offset is requesting spousal support from your girl Cardi B, stating that he wants joint custody, but also her house to actually be able to see the kids. Because, he got a lot of kids. He can't be just jumping around from house to house. He want to use her house to be able to watch the kids. But also he wants spousal support from her. Because he says she make more money than him. She up right now. You know what I'm saying? So, as a man, what's your thought? Should she be okay with getting child support? He should be okay with getting child support from her? Or
No,
why?
they're sassy.
That's sassy?
A man getting child support, sassy.
I mean, but what if... okay, I was about to say, but what if he's doing full custody, but it's joint? So...
I just think it's sassy the man getting child support and everything because at the end of the day, God said the man is the provider. So it's like, why are you trying to take away from your kid's mother? You feel me? The same
Might
person
be
that
jealous.
nurtures her. You feel me? Probably is. You feel me?
she dating... What's his name? Tavon Diggs?
Stephon Diggs.
I mean, thank you. Stephon Diggs.
Was in
One of
reality,
them
they
Diggs.
shouldn't have kept that shit in the media. That shit should have kept that shit low key. I ain't gonna lie. I hate celebrities when they go straight to the media so fucking fast and shit. And I ain't just like.
But I think Carly actually wasn't somebody that went to the social media about their
Relationship.
about the spousal support. He actually.
Not talking about
did
that. I'm
it
talking about
on-
like the dating and shit.
Oh yeah, but I feel like she got played in her face so much. Carly was just like, "I'm done. Like I've watched you cheat on me
A lot.
a lot.
That's a Libra for you.
Pregnancy, all of it. So it's just like, okay, I'm ready to move on." And she probably did. She probably was like, "I really want this marriage to work."
Yeah.
And Carly really changed. I don't know personally. In the limelight of what we saw, she changed as a person that she was, that we initially saw her as. And yeah, like you said, it's not sassy. I would just say you taking from your children, because
Well,
I
wouldn't say
know I don't think Offset needs it. I think he just wants it because he knows she got it, and she gonna do something for not just her kids, probably for his kids. Because I truly think she still loves all those kids. She was doing a lot for them birthday parties, trips. Yeah. How many years y'all was already down and in? Like, even when you was probably going off and doing tour, she kept your kids and did a motherly role.
Crazy. Like, y'all both in the same industry. Y'all both had your time. But granted, I noticed that a lot of the new generation doesn't know who the Migos are, which is crazy. But
really?
Yeah,
it's not even that far ago, which is crazy. It's not even that,
and they really
it's not even
don't
that far
know
back.
who they are. So they're not making as much money as a Cardi B would, because she came, she's still popping today. Mm-hmm. And again, that whole culture is a thing. So I just feel like,
and social media guru.
Yeah.
You're social media guru.
Just being out here asking for spousal support was a little bit petty on his part, but I don't know, maybe because he really need the help. Because again, they're not as famous anymore as he's only famous now for dating her. A lot of people don't even know he was part of the 1/3 part of the Migos.
And that's what's even more crazy, because like, man, look, that all this relationship talk with these spousal supports between him, and then you got the DDGs and Hollies. It's like, it's irritating.
It is. It really is. And then
it's like everything I'm seeing on my timeline is bad black relationships. That's all I see. It's like, why we never talk about the white people? Like, come on. Why we never talk about J-Lo? She had like 30 husbands. Yeah. Like, why we always gotta talk about, like, that's the one thing I hate about the media. Like, and this is why the black culture is so tainted now. It's like they allow them to talk about us in the media, and then we engage in it. That's why I hate the Zeus channel so much. The Zeus channel is the dumbest channel I've ever seen made in my life.
They make a lot of money on it. That's the only reason.
Off of black people, because black people like to see us. Yeah, black people find it entertaining that other black people fight each other. So like, when I see the DDG and Holly situation, when I see the Offset and Cardi situation, when I see the Tory and Meg situation, okay, first off, let's not even bring that up now, because that pisses me off so bad.
We talked about that on the episode already.
But when you see these situations, you be like, they be so quick to say, oh, they broke up. Oop, they divorced. Oop, Vanessa Bryant's pregnant. Oop, like, what the fuck? What about this nigga over here grooming this little girl? What about this white guy over here that has sex with his cousin? Okay. What about this divorce? What about these? You feel me? It's like, it's always a black culture thing, and I think the black culture don't understand. This is why kids don't even know what the KKA is. Why? Because they already done their fucking job. They turn all the black people against each other.
They definitely, like, they trying to pull that out of us that slavery thought process, being scared of white people kind of thing. They trying to pull that out of us, out of the new generation, so they'll be misled.
Yep.
And feel like everybody is good for them and stuff like that. It's really up to our households to make sure that our kids know exactly what was done to their generation. I mean, in their culture, and be able to be knowledgeable, because they about to take them out of the school system.
Yes, and that pissed me off.
Which is fine, because everybody do need to get out the slavery mindset. You feel me? I feel like that's a lot of things that's holding us down from a lot of success, because we're like, we've been doing this for 300 years, the white man trying to hold us down, but there's options for you to be able to grow and do things now. We're free. You know what I'm saying? We're free, but not free. But you know what I'm saying?
We enslaved in the mind.
Right, and that's the part we want to get out of, the enslavement in the mind.
Because, boy, that's why I hate, like, just talking about the garbage. I'm just looking at my timeline like...
Yeah, and I think just social media in general just paints a bad picture, because like, it's like the news almost. Right. Like, I remember like just being like, I don't even want to watch the news, because either I'm watching it for the weather, or I'm about to hear a bunch of bad stuff afterward. I don't hear nothing good, and it'd be like, dang, how far is that from my house? Let me Google this real quick. Like, your mind just keeps racing, and then it just like, let me turn this off.
I mean, people be looking at me crazy because I tell them I haven't watched the news in over 12 years.
Oh, I don't watch the news at all. I probably never sat and watched the news. Unless my grandparents
be watching that on speed dial. And I'll just be like, you don't even know what's going on outside because you're busy watching the news. It's putting more fear in the older people when they don't even want to step outside.
And they don't even document everything. They always going to document black people got killed. Black little boy got killed. This black person killed this black lady. He killed the white person. Like, and he's black.
Yeah. And I would say, like, the generation under us is just different. You know?
It's scary.
And it's scary. Like, for example, y'all know the BET Awards just happened. And Kai Cenat was there, and he streams. That's what they use him for.
Which is crazy.
They're using the young generation to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? Drewski and all those people. And so Kai Cenat is getting a little bit backlash because he did not know who Wale was. And Wale was a little upset with that, of him not knowing. But, like, how do you expect somebody that's a generation under us to know who you are?
He's
you
in
haven't
his 20s.
did make music in years.
Yeah.
He's 20 something and you're 40 something.
And so on the stream, Kai was asking his chat, like, who's Wale? What does he do? And it was disrespectful to Wale, so he kind of came up to Kai during while he was streaming, was like, hey, the last encounter we just had might kind of made me look a little bit bad. We're going to get backlash for this. Ooh, we got to talk about it later. You can't get mad at Kai for not knowing who you are. First of all, you're not really popular in the industry anymore. You had your run, and I think you just, I don't know if he's being independently ran now, but his press is not working as hard as they used to. And so to be mad at a young man for not knowing who you are, and like you said, he's 20-something, you're 40-something, you came out in our generation.
Yeah. And Kai is a type of, I guess you can say Kai kind of grew up on the internet. I think he was still, like, in high school when he started his stream. Mm-hmm. So imagine, like, I'm sitting most of my time streaming, and I'm not really seeing people. I'm not really seeing television. I'm not really seeing BET how it used to be in this limelight of I get to see the top 10 music videos of the day. I get to see what was it?
106 Park, all those things.
Yeah, like you're not seeing that, or just MTV. Like you're not seeing that how we grew up seeing them in the limelight. So what did you expect from this kid?
It's a lot of rappers in Chicago that our generation don't know because we didn't grow up on that. We might know of them.
Maybe I don't know none of them.
You don't know Do or Die?
I know them. Maybe I'm talking about like the newer ones that just come up in a day.
Oh, it's easy. You can find out any of their name. All you gotta do is think of a dead homie, the gang name or the street name, and put it together. That's their name.
Oh, okay.
And think of a number, and then put 2 zeros behind it. So let's say me, I call myself. You feel me? YTF, Big Lord, 1300. That's literally how it goes now.
Because I'm telling you.
Or call me Big Stain.
Big Stain.
Or you feel me? Or something like, you feel me?
Big
Little
Stain,
Robbery.
Big Stain.
Little Robbery. You feel me?
Little Robbery.
You feel me? But no, Wale got a...
You right. The new artists do have those type of names. And people be mad when I don't be knowing who they... You don't know FNB 3000? No, nigga. I didn't grow up with them.
That a fucking TV show, nigga? Like, I be so confused, like, looking at the show, I'm like, this is Chicago music?
People look at me crazy. They say, you don't listen to Lil Baby? Who is... I know who he is. I don't never listen to Lil Baby.
All right.
That's not my era. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what's your thought process? Because you're an artist. Mm-hmm. I would like to know if you was in this Kai situation and he didn't know who you was and you was a rapper or whatever. Like, what's your thought process on that?
Let me get my shit together. Because you got to think about it. Okay, it's Kai, right? Now, look at the era of people that Kai do know, that Wale was in. He knows Wiz. He knows Big Sean. He knows J. Cole. He knows Drake. You feel me? He knows Kendrick, right? Right?
Yeah, they probably know K Camp if you walked up to him.
Exactly. That's his uncle.
Oh.
He preached to that. That's his uncle, which was crazy.
Well, we love K Camp.
We love K Camp.
No, I love K Camp. That's my dog. You feel me?
He's probably, if he comes to Chicago,
him, P&B Rock, they speak about literature.
Concert.
Okay, but the thing about Wale, which he don't understand, number one, your career was already not going to get the longevity because of the label you signed with, which you did not supposed to sign with. Because your style of rap would have been you would have been so much bigger now, more relevant now, if you went somewhere where people know what to do with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see me?
I mean,
went
he was
over
a
there.
positive artist too. Like, he didn't talk about most
Ain't gotta
of
be
stuff.
positivity. Ain't gotta be about positivity. Like, think about the inner circle you put yourself with. You feel me?
Yeah.
You put yourself with Rick Ross and Meek Mill.
you're going to end up with some good music.
You feel me? It's not even good music. You
Meek
end
Mill
up.
sucked to me, but whatever.
Maybe because you probably just don't understand like real street niggas do.
Rick
But
Ross is Cadillac music. You know, they all have a niche.
But that's the thing though. Them two are strictly for the streets. They have some positive music, but they ain't start having that till later. Wale already started off like that. Wale was supposed to be somewhere under J. Cole somewhere,
Yes,
Jay-Z,
the Lupe
you feel me?
Fiascos.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason. Like, because you went somewhere where, number one, you are the best rapper on the label.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, you have everything that was supposed to put you over there. You are with Nas, bro. Why did you go? I said, you don't see Nas sign with, you feel me, Rough Riders. You see what I'm saying? It's like you would know, you like Wale went somewhere, I think, just for the moment, and I feel like that's what kind of
took your shine.
Yeah, it took your longevity. It took your legacy a little bit.
Agree.
You still have the best catalog ever. You feel me? That's why 2 Chainz is still relevant.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because he
2
knew
Chainz.
what he knew what his lane was. You feel me? Wale went somewhere just because, like, alright, shit, they finna sign me some money. Fuck it. You feel
You'd
me?
be surprised this generation don't even know who 2 Chainz is.
No, they do. Oh, they do. They know him. That's why it's crazy. I'm like, you feel me? He knew his lane.
Yeah.
He went there. He went that route. So that's how your longevity stays. So I wouldn't even get mad. I'd be like, shit, like, I don't blame
I
you.
just gotta get my shit together.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, maybe they can have the conversation and Kai can bring Wale on the stream.
Yeah, so
You know
people
what
can
I'm
know
saying?
him.
So he can be like, my bad, y'all. I didn't know who he was, but, you know.
Yeah, because he had the best music. He just wasn't in the right lane. Like, think about it. Big Sean, good music. J. Cole went to Rock Nation. You feel me? They went to exactly what your style of music is supposed to go. You feel me? That's how people had a longevity. Drake, he was known for Young Money.
But wait, Rick, you was just talking about names, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, your name is Reck Mcgee.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't do numbers, you didn't do gangs, you didn't do none of that. So, like, where did you get your name from?
You said I didn't do numbers or
You
games?
didn't do no numbers. You said, like, most rappers today, they pick a gang, a number. Where did Reck Mcgee come from?
Because I was very reckless. I can tell you, I can't even count on my finger how many times I did the most reckless stuff in my life. Like, even my homies would tell you, like, this nigga don't have no type of filter or, like you just don't stop, do you? You feel me? That's how my homies used to look at me like. So, when I did certain stuff and everything, it just stuck. Like, I was just so reckless and, like, I used to wreck the moment sometimes. Like,
Not wreck the moment.
It'll be like what's going on at that moment. You feel me? Like, my homie got this saying, my homie Reck, you feel me? I grew up since I was 9, you feel me? Childhood friend. I remember he told somebody this, and it was kind of true, because it was like kind of funny, because he knew me the longest. He know me. If nobody knows me, Reck knows me the most. You feel me? Reck knows me the most. He knows. You feel me? Like, we did it every single day for, like, straight. So, he'll say something to somebody like, don't tell Reck, he won't do it. He will do it. Just don't say it.
He will do it.
Yeah, like, that's where it came from. Reck would tell you, like, everything, like, I was real reckless. So it was like,
So he was like, I'm just name myself Reck, and then later use my last name.
yeah. Even in my raps, if you listen to my raps be reckless. I don't give a damn. Don't care. Just gonna say whatever I want to say out of my mouth. Don't care. Sometimes I think about it. Sometimes I don't.
Reckless.
Sometimes I don't. Don't give a fuck. Just think
Lord.
about it. Nah.
So our last topic, because we was just definitely talking about like this new generation. Latto has said she's bored being rich. Of course, a lot of people that are in poverty and struggle are looking at her like, girl, if you don't be grateful for what you got, baby, I'd love to be bored and rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's because she said by the age of 21, she already made her first meal, so it's kind of like she done everything. Like, what's y'all thought on that?
I'm poor. I'm mad.
That she can even say that rich is more?
In a way, but that's her perception of how she look at it. You feel me? Me personally, let me touch my first meal. I already know what I want to do. I'm playing Monopoly with the world, just like Jay-Z does. That's all he does. Like, that's his excitement. He just want to create new businesses and make more money. That's all his excitement. That's exactly about what it is. I'm gonna buy another building. Matter of fact, I don't even want this building. I'm gonna just sell it. I want this over here. Okay. Matter of fact, let's just start some champagne. Y'all want to start making some champagne? Let's get some champagne. You feel me? It's so much stuff you can do with that money.
True. That's true. And I think she just stuck in rapper mode that she hasn't thought about her investments and said, hey, I got all this money. I'm bored with it. Let me see how I can elevate myself to something different other than just rap. To secure myself for my future other than just rap. Because she's going to eventually get tired of rapping.
Yeah.
You know,
and you ain't going to have nothing else to rap about no more.
You know. So what's your thought process, T?
I think she's bored in the sense she can't live the same lifestyle that I can. Like, I can go to the store, I can go out the house, and for her to be so unapologetically ungrateful to me in that sense of just saying it is distasteful, because it is people that wish they could have just $1,000 in the bank account, you know. So to have $1 million, or to be rich, or to have however much money you have, just have an understanding that you have a lifestyle that a lot of women will die to have. What is boredom to you? Find you a hobby, get your education, find a new niche. Okay, if rap boring to you, your lifestyle boring to you, or are you bored with the people that surround you?
True.
Because I can tell you now, me and my friends, we live in life. We gone. We don't have kids. We, you know.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
That's what Diddy said.
He just threw me off.
But that's what P. Diddy said. You can't say allegedly like that.
So it's just like, you know, certain things you just can't say or do. Especially a rich person compared to people that look up to you, because now you don't know what dynamic you might have struck with those young women that are in poverty that want to be rich.
Right.
Because I look at it like, bitch, you ungrateful. Why am I listening to you?
Yeah.
So I'm making money. I'm getting
you want to stop making money? We'll stop listening to you. How about that?
Because that's honestly how I will feel. Like, why am I being so hard for you, but you sound ungrateful? Because it'll be so funny, like, yeah.
I think a lot of people who kind of understood, they kind of took it as, like her saying, like, sometimes being rich can come with a lot of different things where you feel more stretched, and so you're bored with the situation because people always want asking you for money. People always, you know, they know you got it. So life is just so, you know, anything you want to do, you can do. But baby, $1 million ain't enough. You know, I'll be trying to figure out how to make more. So to sit there and say you bored with making money.
Imagine your bill being $500,000 a month.
And I'm sure her expenses have increased.
Because she keep buying her mama, her sister, her. I think she's bought them multiple vehicles.
Oh, see? So she's also investing in her family. So it's just, to her, this is just a natural thing. And she needs to find some excitement. But even as a human, you still human. So if she wanted to downsize her wealth, she could. If she want to walk down the street by herself and go to the store, she could. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't got to drive with your drive all the time. If you want to have a simplicity life, a person that has money and has a simplicity life that's a celebrity is J. Cole. That man to get on the bus.
No.
He'll charge you $5 to $10 for his concert.
Adam Sandler.
Keanu Reeves.
So it's plenty of people that we literally watch be millionaires and they still have simplistic lives.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was just, I think the statement was just bold, and that's why a lot of people was like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? There's people out here working 9 to 5s and struggling to pay their bills, and you sit here talking about you bored being rich.
Give me some of that money then. I'll help you be bored real quick.
If you that bored, put it out in the community. Let us hold some. Latto, let us hold some.
Maybe I'll help you spend that real quick.
Just give me a feature. I don't know.
See? Feature.
That's going to last longer than the money anyways.
Period. You better have faith in your music.
I do.
But
I do.
we have come to the end of our show, y'all.
Yes.
Family Guy on? I thought you said Family Guy on, my bad.
First of all, we want to go ahead and clap for Reck for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And Reck, go ahead and tell them where they can find you on all social media platforms.
Okay, you can find my OnlyFans, Minuteman Mcgee.
Minuteman Mcgee.
And my Fansly, you feel me, Shrimp Man Mcgee.
Shrimp Man Mcgee.
You feel me?
Okay.
Y'all can already find it. If you subscribe, I'm having a free trial right now. You feel me? Just so you can check out the first video. You feel me?
All right.
And then not on the OnlyFans though. You feel me? My OnlyFans $3.99. You feel me? And then you can catch me on Pornhub too. You feel me?
You know they don't.
Thumb tap. Yeah.
Thumbtack
Nah,
McGee.
no, stop playing. I don't got none of that. You feel me? I don't like to play my sexuality like that. But y'all can find me on everything, Reck McGee, ReckMcgee, or official Reck McGee. If you're not spelled official, you're not official in school. But you can find me anything, Reck McGee or Reck McGee 62. You feel me? Whatever you want to do. But just look for Reck McGee, ID's cousin.
Period.
All right.
So we want to make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I keep trying to tell y'all, it's not hard. Just sign
I
it
did
to
it
your
for Soulja
Gmail
Boy.
before you watch. Hello? Sign it to your Gmail before you watch it. And you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and hit that notification bell because, you know, we got more episodes coming for y'all. And this summer we about to be bringing in a lot of special guests and they very special. Okay? So, Reck, you are number 3 of our special guests, so you just made history, okay?
I said that because I'm mental.
Because you mental?
Yeah, I know I'm mentally
They're
special.
very special. You know, we bring a lot of special people on this show for y'all.
Yeah.
So, again, shout out to Reck for coming through.
Yes, thank
Not
you.
for y'all to have me come through, you feel
No
me?
problem, no problem. And you guys just watched the She Shed podcast. Y'all know we drop this every Monday at 7. So tune in so you can see the next episode.
Yes.
Love y'all. Bye.
She's so persuasive, yeah, marijuana. She's so flirtatious. How does it